Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos. This week, again, we take you through some developmental activities in the City for All. I'm Loretta Chiogo. On the program, Lagos State joins the world to commemorate Literacy Day. Government honors local government workers for meritorious service years. Lagos State boosts transportation sector through reform initiatives. The Lagos State government is asking residents to look out for an improved transport system by the time ongoing works on bus shelters and terminals are completed. According to the Commissioner for Transportation, the government's resolve is to reform the transport sector. The reform involves the construction of over 3,000 bus shelters and the introduction of over 5,000 new buses.
Gridlock is not an uncommon sight in Lagos State, Nigeria's commercial nerve center. Different reasons have been advanced for the cause. Some blame it on poor road infrastructure, which is also said to be responsible for the rate of accident on the road. Others believe that the growing population of the state, which is projected to triple by the year 2050 and make it the third largest city in the world, is another challenge. Whatever the reason, the state government is making efforts to upgrade the transportation sector. Of course, it is not the first time that this will be done in the state. In 1979, the administration of Lateef Jakonde elevated the transportation unit under the old Ministry of Works and Planning to a full-fledged ministry. Among the challenges before the new ministry then was to address the centralization of the transit system within the metropolis and also tackle the chaotic transportation problems in the state. That is part of what the Akinwumi Ambote's administration seeks to achieve in the light of the new reality of the population that has increased over 400% since the first reform in the transport sector. Its strategy is the Transport Reform Initiative, which will see the introduction of over 5,000 new buses and the construction of bus terminals and shelters across the state.
All across the state government is building 13 major terminals. The Ikeja one you've mentioned, and Oyingbo, Yaba, Oshodi, and most other parts of Lagos. There are 13 of those major terminals. And then over 300 bus shelters. You'll see them in every nook and cranny of Lagos. And in addition to that, over the next 3 to 4 years, Lagos State will have between 4,000 and 5,000 buses, all brand new, all Wi-Fi enabled. That is just to ensure that the average Lagosian has access to the quality of transportation that most mega cities across the world enjoy. The idea behind having a very safe, efficient, and effective bus system is to discourage the use of single-occupant cars and to decongest of our roads of private cars as much as is possible. The reason why the preferred mode for most people is to go by private car is because there isn't enough buses and of the right quality, with the right kind of service. That's why most people opt to do private cars. So, but with the system that we're bringing on board, we're trying to make sure that once the services are available and they're clean and they're efficient and they're well maintained, that most people will and they're affordable, that most people will prefer to use it, and there will be less cars on the road and therefore less congestion.
The commissioner allays fear of loss of jobs by drivers.
This government is a very inclusive government. So we're not going to solve a problem and create other problems. So as we speak, we're at an advanced stage of discussions with the unions, which represent these Danfo drivers you're talking about. So the idea is to integrate them into the new system that we're developing. But of course, you'll agree with me that the current way they operate is not tenable under a smart city arrangement. So we intend to retrain them, and we also intend to regulate them better so that all the excesses that normally one would associate with the way they conduct themselves on the road will be eliminated, and they'll be well-trained and positioned to contribute towards the new transportation reform of the state government.
This effort by the state government also got a nod from stakeholders in the transport sector.
The Lagos state government carry us along. There is nothing His Excellency Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, he did not call us to hold meeting in conjunction with the Commissioner of Transport. So we are in support, full support. And you say reform. And anywhere you hear reform is a good thing. We won't make Lagos to be a mega city. You cannot make a mega city with the type of the system we are going. And the governor said he's not going to pursue all the yellow buses. We have a feeder road. And the feeder road, the small buses will carry passenger from the bus stop to the feeder road. Then those are in express. You will enter brand new buses.
The shelter is already serving its purpose like it's doing here, providing cover for these people on a wet day, a development they find impressive.
Thank Lagos State government for it. It's beautiful. It is at least is good for people at this time of the year where you have a lot of rains. So people can come here, take shelter temporarily, and go their way after the rain. So it's okay.
For these residents, when the construction work at the Oyingbo terminal is completed, it will bring respite to both motorists and commuters.
As far as I'm concerned, this is a laudable project and it is welcoming to this environment. I so much appreciate the governor, the executive governor of Lagos State, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode. He promised the people of Oyingbo that he's going to do something outside the BRC. At least this will ease our traffic system. For someone like I came all the way from Ikorodu. This will be a very good help to me because from Gajah I have to take a BRT bus, blue bus to Oyingbo Street, which I have to have a dedicated lane. So which means that in the next 30 to 45 minutes I should get to Oyingbo from Ikorodu. I so much appreciate it.
Road is not the only mode of transportation undergoing reforms in Lagos State. Other sectors are also getting a facelift.
In terms of rail, you may have heard that the state government has gone far in terms of implementing the Blue Line, which comes from Festac, Mile 2 to Marina. You'll have seen, if you're going to Akbongbon, you would have seen most of the civil works ongoing. So there are also discussions ongoing about the other lines as well, the red line and the purple line. We're at different stages of discussions with potential investors and partners on those ones. That's for the rail. Then the third mode, which is the one that Lagos has not exploited to any appreciable degree at all, that's water transportation. So the state government has already put a strategy together to achieve that. We had a water transportation roundtable where all the stakeholders came together and all the issues that are required to be resolved to have that ongoing are being resolved as we speak.
With the transport reform, the Lagos State government is promising an extensive utilization of its waterway to ease traffic congestion on its roads.